Ready? I don't know why I'm nervous to film this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm filming it pretty late. I have been thinking about doing this video for the entire day and gathering my thoughts on this process, and I just really wanted to make it correct. So today is going to be a revisit to the thought of coming out and, embracing yourself and loving yourself. And I just kind of want to go over that, and I feel like I really don't talk about it as much as I should. I've kind of been stuck on just doing makeup. Obviously it's a makeup based channel, but I do like to incorporate other type of videos into my channel. I literally was thinking about what makeup look to do today, and I was like, I don't want to do a makeup look right now. I'm too invested in this idea. I've been kind of inspired. I got inspired yesterday and today because I went to go watch Love, Simon yesterday, and if you guys don't know what Love, Simon is, it's a movie about, it's pretty much the first like a gay teenager coming of age movie produced by a big company, and it's in like theaters. Like it's a big thing right now. Like most of the gay movies that I've seen, I've usually have to see on my phone, online. It's like really indie, so it's always like on Netflix or Hulu. It's never put out on like a really big platform. And so when I watched this yesterday, by the way, I'm just gonna let you guys know, definitely watch it on the 16th. I went to an early screening. I absolutely loved it. I ended up crying my heart out, which is why I feel like I should make this video right now. Great movie. I highly recommend it. It's one of the best movies I've seen in a while, and yeah, I really recommend you guys go see it. But the whole thought of the movie is about this, secretly gay boy in high school trying to come to terms of coming out of the closet, and it just kind of shows his whole journey through that. And I wanted to revisit this subject just because when I did my first coming out video, I did it when I was starting my channel. I did it with a really bad quality camera, but we don't want to talk about that. I did it really early just because I wanted to put my story out there, and it was a lot of weight that I had to feel like I wanted to share. I will leave that video down below for you guys to watch, but I am going to visit some points from that video and this one. So for me, kind of watching the movie of Love, Simon, it kind of brought me back to me in high school and how it was for me to come out. And when I first came out of the closet, it was somewhere, I think the first time I ever mentioned the words that I was gay was with one of my friends, and I was in the hallway. It was the right beginning of the morning, and I usually walk from the parking lot to the school, and there's like a big parking lot where I usually come in, and there's like buses right there as well. And so I didn't hear anything, but when I went into kind of like by my homeroom, one of the girls from the bus was letting me know that some jocks from the high school were making fun of me and saying stuff while I was walking. So that's how the whole conversation started. I just kind of I felt fed up, and the only reason why I felt fed up at the time and kind of explained myself and kind of just chose to come out in that moment was because I think days or even weeks before, I felt threatened by my so-called friends from homeroom. I just heard them really close. They were sitting right by me. They felt the need that they're like, let's just push him out of the closet. Let's do this. So I felt pressure and tension and heaviness in my heart at that time, and so I felt like if I was going to do it my own self before they did it, I wanted to do it by my own. I wanted to do it on my terms, and so I didn't want them to take that choice away from me. I led up to that moment in the morning when I said it in the morning, and it was the first time me kind of acknowledging it, because years before I have felt that I was gay, but I never really explained it, or I never really said anything. When anyone would ask me in middle school, I would always deny it because I didn't like the word. I didn't feel like I wanted to feel that I was different. Moving on from that morning, I went on with my day. It was lunchtime before I knew it, and I did not want to be seen. I didn't want to talk to, because I feel like I knew we're just gonna spread that I confirmed it with the whole school, and I felt like I was like on gossip media, but obviously I wasn't. But in your own head, you know, like you feel like the whole school knows and everyone is gonna find out, and you're just gonna walk through the hallway and everyone's gonna have your eyes on you. Like, by the end of the day, I had gym class with my other classmates before I went to homeroom, and that's when my best friends that I have now, they all kind of came up to me. They were like, we heard through lunch, we were trying to look for you, but we couldn't find you. And, you know, I had support from those friends when I needed it, and they were fine with it. They obviously loved me for who I am. And just kind of coming out just gives, I feel like it gives yourself some self-assurance that you are going to be loved no matter what, that you will always have someone behind your back. You will always have love and support, and I feel like that's what this movie really entitles and really showcases, because this is like a really, coming out is kind of like a roller coaster ride where you feel like you're starting it off and you are discovering where you're going and who you're liking, and once you get up this hill, like the really big hill that you, before it starts going hella fast, like that's like everything building up in your life. And that's how I feel like most of us feel, because we have like such weight on our shoulders, and once you come out, that weight just like flies off and you just go straight down the roller coaster. So for me, that was just one day. I feel like once that happened for me, I felt great about myself. I felt more confident. I felt like I knew who I was, and I was just starting to discover everything about myself that day. Oh my God, I don't know why I can't talk. I didn't feel the need to hide behind a wall or anything. My throat is dry. It's always gonna be someone not being on your side, and I felt like that. I don't know why, it's so ironic, but it's always the athletes or it's always like the super popular jock type of people that you're different, like, or let's make fun of them. Like, there's just no point to it, and I just feel like it's dumb. To be honest, in high school I did not have any money, and it's probably because I ended up getting like 100 billion phones. But if I would have been smart, and I would take that back, I would take me buying all those phones and investing it in myself and in my wardrobe and in myself, because I feel like I would never really focus on me. I would always try to hide. I would never get consistent haircuts because I didn't want people to look at me like, oh, like you got a hair, oh my god, it's amazing. Oh, I never did my eyebrows. That is why I was a really bad, you know, like, beginning of high school me was not cute, girl. With the high school experience, you're kind of gonna feel some ups and downs, but I felt like I would, if I look back at myself in high school, I would think that I had a great time, just because I was young, I was younger, I lived my life. Definitely felt like I had crushes on guys from here and there. But most of them are straight. Some of them I knew they were hidden, they were in the closet, and I just felt like they just weren't ready to come out. And when I was in freshman, I just seen one couple be completely out in the open, and I just was like, I want that for myself. So, you know, coming out is your own journey, and I feel like you should take your time. You should feel the utmost confident when you should come out, and you should feel like you will have support no matter what. It's such a huge vital step for every one of us, and it doesn't matter if you're gay, if you're lesbian, if you're bisexual, if you are a transgender. Like, we had so many in high school, and I feel like in the real world there's just so many of us that we always feel like everyone's gonna look at us because we're different, and being different is awesome. Like, I'm not gonna be boring. I just think I'm amazing, okay? And that's why I feel like now I'm so confident in myself, just because I've gotten to know who I am. I've gotten to know the type of the type of person that I want to become. You know, I envision myself now higher than I did before. So that was my high school journey in itself. In my household, I felt like it was a different journey. I kind of waited a year with my family just because, you know, I don't care what Sally Lou May thinks about me, because I don't know Sally Field that much, but like, it's my mom, like it's my dad, like it's my sister. Like, I see them every day. I will continue to see them for the next couple of years and forever probably. And, you know, those are the opinions that I feel like I care about the most. And so for me, I held out a little bit longer on telling them, but You know, they both knew like I was carrying a hidden secret. I felt so awkward when they would talk about girls about me. I'm like, I don't want to talk about girls, girl. Like, let's talk about a movie. So when the moment did come up for me, I just was fed up that this certain jock in high school, I just kept feeling like every moment he got, I just felt attacked. And so for me, I was just fed up and I just wanted to tell my mom because it came to the point where I felt like I had to come early to school. I didn't want nobody to see me at school. I felt like there was such a dark hidden place in high school where I felt like I was not me at all. In that moment, I didn't want to be seen. I wanted to be hidden. I wanted to be in such a dark hidden place in myself that I just don't recognize that person anymore. And so for me, right now, I'm just so happy that I have overcome that, and that has happened with coming out. And I just felt like I couldn't be me if that person was still in my life, if that person was still gonna see me every day, because he just wanted to like ruin my life so much. So that was really kind of like a hard place for me. And so when I was just fed up at the time, that was when I just decided to be free and open with my parents. And prior to this moment, I remember watching a whole bunch of coming out videos, thinking like, okay, I need to hype myself up. I need to hype myself with discouragement for my family. And they were all in a room, and I kind of wanted to do it to my parents first and not my sister included. I don't know why, but I just wanted to tell them first separately and then my sister. But she happened to be in that room, so I kind of got their attention, but then I didn't want her to get out of the room, so I didn't tell them that night. And so I felt like I was setting myself up. They kind of got the idea that I was trying to tell them something, but it was just nothing. And so I told my mom first when I was sitting in the couch. She was sitting in the couch too. Just kind of was bawling the entire night. And I just felt like once I said the words out loud, I just felt like a sense of release. I felt like a sense of, you know, like this heaviness, this darkness that was weighing down on me. Like it broke. My mom told my dad because he was working, and then she told him, and he came immediately to my room and he hugged me, said that he loved me. My both parents are very supportive. The thing that was more like me with my father was doing the makeup stuff. He didn't want to overprotect me from everyone else because I knew back then it was such a new concept for everyone. I just feel like we have definitely progressed within these years, but it's so terrifying. For my sister, I felt like her was the easiest slice of cake because I just knew she was just gonna love me no matter what. I was gonna love her no matter what. Doesn't matter. So it was more about my parents, and so me having them approve, or not really approve, but you know, them being okay with it and them knowing, it was just like a sense of relief. And you know, I just felt like once I first came out, I felt like I kind of did it halfways, because I was only out to my friends, but I was never out to my family. Once I told my parents, I feel like that's when I was fully out, and you know, my other family found out. So that's when I felt like I was ultimately out. It was a great moment for me. I felt comfortable. I felt like myself for the last 2 years of high school, and those were my best years, and those were my favorite years. I don't really remember losing friends because of me coming out. So you heard my story. I just feel like I wanted to bring awareness to it, and you know, seeing my journey can maybe help you with yours. If you're watching this and you are a part of the LGBTQ community and you feel like you're still stuck in the closet, or if you're still stuck in a situation you don't want to come out, or you're not feel prepared enough to come out, watch a couple of videos, watch, you know, movies. Watching Love, Simon really brought me back to that time, because there was a time where I didn't have this. So if anything I want you to take out of this video, I want you to be prepared. I want you to feel confident in yourself. I want you to feel the most happiness with yourself. I want you to feel like you are 100% ready. I know I helped a guy in freshman year. I had a huge ass crush on him, and we were in freshman theater class together, and we planned on singing this duet in high school for the talent show, and I think I was just too chicken to even do it. But you know, that's what happens. And I remember, oh my god, I was so in love with him that I would literally look at when he was gonna go home and like what ways he went out of school and the time. I literally checked the time so I can like go up in front of him or something and like walk and look like a boss ass bitch and walk, and he'd be like, oh, what are you doing here? Like, I didn't even know you came home this way, but I already knew. Like, I was that person, okay? Like, that was me. I also had a crush on a guy that was younger than me, and I felt so heartbroken because he started dating this girl, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, why would you do this to me? Because of that, I literally befriended that girl, and I was like, I literally befriended every one of his friends, and just so they would know that I wanted him, you know, like, that was the type of person I was. Like, I was friends with his friends, with his girlfriends, and I would spend time, and just so I could meddle in somehow into his life. Like, that was the type of person I was. We've all experienced. I definitely had to experience stuff, and I kind of do kind of take back some experiences just because I felt the need to kind of just urge myself into situations, just to have them, just to say, you know, I experienced it. I didn't do it with anyone that I liked, really. I kind of just did it with one person that I felt like I wanted to get it done, over with, you know, have my count higher. But if I were to take any of those back, I would take them back because I feel like you should experience everything with someone you love, with someone you like, and just have a pleasant time and experience, because I don't want you guys to feel the same like I'm feeling right now. I felt like I needed to do this video, kind of an updated version, just so you guys can have it with better quality, and just for me to give you guys, now that I've been out for so many years. This is what, I'm 22 right now. Like, that was forever ago, and you know, I feel the most happy that I've been ever. Not completely about my body, but I mean, personally wise, I think I'm amazing. If you guys have any questions, or if you want to DM me or anything, please feel free to DM me. Or if you have any questions on specific areas or how to overcome anything, please leave it down below. I will be glad to answer you. This is hard, you guys. Like, this shit's hard. If you guys are some of my straight viewers, or even my friend viewers, like, you guys don't even realize how hard this is for someone in the LGBTQ community. It's such a hurdle. It's like this hurdle that you try to jump over, and it literally takes you so long to build the courage to get enough, like, height to jump over. And once you do, it just feels so lifted. It feels so great. You know, it just feels amazing. Leave those questions down below for me, or message me. I will leave down my links as always. But yeah. Also, I also watched another movie today. It's called Something Like Summer. I saw it first on Instagram. It was about the story of this outed guy that really was kind of harassed as well. But he fell in love with this jock that just moved into town. And, you know, basically have a love story that went over the years. And, you know, it was a really nice story, so I definitely recommend that movie. If you guys have any questions, like if you guys want me to list down like my favorite movies, or you want me to do like a updated like Q&A or anything like that, let me know. Leave them down below. If you guys like this type of content better, or if you want me to include it more often, déjame saberlo. I love you guys so much. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Remember that once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will give you a giveaway. I have a really good giveaway planned. Just tell your mom, your brother, sister, aunties, your whole community. If you have like a Gay Straight Alliance club, like, show me to the class. Let each of them subscribe. Like, let all your friends know. Because I plan to buy stuff from Kylie Cosmetics, from KKW Beauty, from Sephora Ulta, from MAC. I have planned to give away like so many things, because I feel like I want to give you guys like a good freaking giveaway. Like, not just makeup, like skincare is included, brushes. Okay, so yeah. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. That's everything for me. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.